On today's show, my wife August and I are fishing in the Bronzeback Classic. Want to see how we make out in the tournament? Can we take down the top spot? Stick around to find out.
Fishing with Gussy is proudly sponsored by and uses Shimano rods and reels. Visit Shimano.ca for all the specs.
Hi folks, welcome to Fishing with Gussy. Really cool show for you today. Those of you that follow me and know that I really love to fish tournaments. So this week, it's mid-July, we've got the Bronzeback Classic going on in Kenora, and I'm fishing with my lovely fiance August. So today, it's 2 days before the tournament. We're just out here trying to figure out what these bass are doing. Are they shallow, deep? What do they want to bite? And just trying to put enough pieces of the puzzle together to hopefully catch some big fish on Saturday. So August and I have fished a number of tournaments together over the last few years, and we've been pretty lucky. We've won a few of them and made a good team. So we're looking forward to, this is our second year fishing the Bronzeback. Last year we got a 5th place, so that was pretty good, but we're looking to move up. So on today's show, we're going to show you how we pre-fish, some of the things that we look for and what we do. And then during the rest of the show, you're going to get a sort of behind-the-scenes look at what goes on at a bass tournament. It's sort of overcast today, and I think the fish are out kind of roaming around, so it's been a good day to find new spots. I can cover a lot of water with the crankbait, and that's what we're going to do right now. When we find good spots, we'll mark them on our GPS, and then we'll come back to those high percentage spots where we've caught fish during practice in the tournament and fish with jigs and maybe slow down a little bit more. So let's get covering ground.
Just kidding.
If you make a bad cast, remember it's on TV.
You're going to make a bad cast. I never make bad casts. I like it when Jeff's line gets messed up or his bait gets messed up, because then I actually get to cast where I want, because he always casts straight out from the boat. So I have to go behind the boat.
I always pick over all the good stuff before it gets to you, yeah.
Then he gets to tell everyone that he caught all the fish, but...
I never tell anybody that. Are you admitting that I usually catch all the fish?
No.
No?
I just catch the ones that count sometimes. Is that a pike?
You're not supposed to catch
Why
those.
do I always catch pike? Are you going to take it off?
Sure. The great outdoors woman doesn't like to take her own pike off.
Unless I'm in a tournament with somebody other than, if I'm fishing with somebody other than Jeff, I'll take it off, but I don't think I should have to if I fish with Jeff.
We've won the Lake Despair Cast In for Cash tournament a couple of times now, and both times that we won, August caught the big bass of the tournament, so she's got a knack for finding those big ones, so I'm going to be counting on you this weekend.
Okay, I'll do my best.
There you go. Good one?
Yeah, feels pretty good. Pretty decent.
Not another pike?
No, I don't think so.
No, it looks like it's a big bass.
It is a big bass.
Yeah.
Oh, and it got off.
Oh.
That's kind of the reason why I don't like to use these in tournaments. I'm not 100% confident in my hook set on them.
Well,
practice is what you're going to say?
That rod's a little bit stiff. You can see the rod I'm using for throwing the crankbait is really soft. This is oh, there's a snag. This is a 711 medium action G Loomis, and it's designed for fishing crankbait, so really soft, a lot of absorption. You're using sort of a rod that normally we would use for tube jigs, but I didn't know the crankbait thing was going to be happening today as good as it has been, so that's why I'll have we'll have a real nice crankbait rod for you to use in the tournament. But August just hooked a nice big fish, and it got off, and since we're pre-fishing, that's okay. We didn't put that fish through the whole coming out of the water process, and maybe, you know, the tournament's 2 days away, maybe we'll be able to come back here and get him to bite a jig or something a little bit different. There's one. That's the kind we're looking for, babe.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's on a tube. Ooh.
Love the tube.
Yeah.
Tube is coming back.
There. That one just jumped off on me too, so.
Professional release?
Yeah. We do not want to lose them like that in the tournament.
No.
That one there would have been in the net. He was kind of right up, but that was just on a little tube. My buddy Brian Gustafson down in Fort Francis makes those. BT lures, BT tackles, so.
Bass Tactics,
yeah,
right?
Bass Tactics. Just a small little finessey tube, and sometimes that can be the ticket. That's what they want, the slower moving stuff more than the fast stuff. So that was a nicer bass, that's for sure. You know, we've been fishing down this little stretch, and I was throwing the crankbait, and I figured I could see a couple nice boulders up closer to the bank, so I figured I'd better throw my tube up there by a couple of them, and maybe they're just not real active right now, so. We're just gonna make a few more casts and pretty much move on to the next spot.
Almost whacked me in the noggin.
Well, when we're fishing, especially in the tournament, Chris Savage, one of my partner for the KBI, we always have had the rule in the boat that we'll be happy to take one for the team, but it better be a bass, not a pike.
So you're allowed to hit me in the head with your rod as long as
if I catch a big beauty and if I hit you when I set the hook, well, you'd have to take one for the team, I think. Wouldn't you?
I don't think I don't fish in the front of the boat in tournaments, so I don't usually run this risk. But I will take one for the team.
Okay, good.
If you hit me in the head, as long as it's A, an accident, and B,
You're not going to sell one of my fishing rods or anything?
I might.
Pre-fishing is very important if you want to have success in any of these tournaments, so stick around and watch how we do it. Hey, get over here. I got a hot tip for you. Shimano has redesigned the Cronarch, Corrado, and Sidecar baitcast reels, the Sustain and Stratic spinning reels, as well as the crucial Compre, Claris, and Convergence line of rods. Get down to your local dealer and check it out. Competitive anglers, watch for the Shimano Platinum Angler Program. They've got some great rewards for anglers that use Shimano products.
There's no place like this.
Why should you choose Rema Roofing? Maybe because they guarantee a free estimate within 48 hours of the initial call. Or because they're quality BP certified installers with a lifetime warranty on materials. You choose them because they have a 10-year workmanship guarantee with special rates for contractors and have been family owned and operated since 1988. They honor their scheduled commitments. But best of all, Rema Roofing does it right the first time.
Countryside Manor Bed and Breakfast welcomes you to elegance, comfort, and value. If you're looking for a relaxing place to spend your evening in northwestern Ontario, our log-built bed and breakfast manor on top of the hill will surpass your expectations. So grab a book, recline by the fire while you watch the sunset over the river valley, and awaken to a delicious breakfast. For that unique bed and breakfast experience, rest your head at Countryside Manor Bed and Breakfast.
Do you think about boating all year long? Woodlake Marine will help you hit the lake in style, as their high-quality marine products are sure to please. Let their award-winning staff tour you around the showroom of top-of-the-line new and used boats and other recreational products that are sure to exceed your expectations, but not your budget. Woodlake Marine, delivering the ultimate boating experience. Call or click today.
You know, in the few days before the tournament, if there's fish that you see and you can kind of pull it away from them and not catch them, then that's a good idea to do that. Because if you catch them 2 or 3 days before the tournament, you're probably not gonna catch them again the next day or in the following days.
You just want to see them.
Yeah, we just want to see them and know they're around, and that gives you a lot more confidence when you come back to fish the spot that, oh, I saw a couple big ones swimming around here the other day, so they can't be too far away. But they do move, and sometimes you can think you've got the best program in the world figured out and be humbled pretty quick because it doesn't work out. The fish change, and on a different day they might want something different.
No. Mediocre.
So this particular spot right here, we're kind of on the boundary, probably off limits for where we can fish in the tournament. The tournament site is right here in the bay, and this is where we blast off from. But what this is telling me right here, there's a little bit of current coming by this point. Norman Dam is just around the corner, and August just caught this fish. Her crankbait went right over a rock where I could see the current rolling a little bit, and so I won't come back and fish this exact point right here just because it's right kind of on the line, but I'm going to go look for some more places right now, little narrow areas that have some current. I know where there's some just like this, and see if that's a pattern, and it probably will be. We're not slowing down. We're going to keep moving. I just hit mark on my GPS and put a little waypoint where she just had this other one on. There was a nice boulder, I think, that it kind of came off of. And we're just going to keep moving along here, not worried about catching them today. In the tournament, I would definitely slow down back there and throw a tube or throw something back behind back in there, a jig, just in case there's a friend or a buddy, and which is pretty common. It feels like a pretty decent one. It's a keeper, but it's not a Mr. Big.
Not a tent fish?
No.
That's what we call the ones that'll get you a boat right through the tent. Tent fish. That's not a tent fish.
No, that's not.
It's a weasel.
That's a weasel. Now she's calling my fish weasels.
Wow.
There we go. Yeah, not quite what we're looking for, but... What do you got, sweetie?
I don't know. Little bass.
Oh, there's one following him.
Oh. I will let him back down then.
Yeah, there was one down there. That's the other thing that these fish will do sometimes is you hook these ones in practice, and when you're fighting them, watch, because sometimes they'll have other ones following them, and that'll maybe tip you off that there's a big school hanging around your spot. And sometimes the big ones, the followers are the big ones. So we'll always watch for that in the tournaments too. But usually you got to be pretty quick on it and get them when they first come up. So bring that one up, I'll get it off for you.
It's a lot easier when it's really sunny out too.
To see them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see the followers.
Well,
still.
We're gonna take a break, and when we get back, it'll be tournament time. So after the tournament's over, we'll give you the full report on how we catch our fish and what we did over the weekend to hopefully be successful. We're on the water for the last day of the tournament, and I can tell you one thing, my blood is pumping. See how we do coming up next on Fishing with Gussy. Hey, get over here. I got a hot tip for you. Shimano has redesigned the Cronarch, Corrado, and Sidecar baitcast reels, the Sustain and Stratic spinning reels, as well as the crucial Compre, Claris, and Convergence line of rods. Get down to your local dealer and check it out. competitive anglers, watch for the Shimano Platinum Angler program. They've got some great rewards for anglers that use Shimano products.
Napa Auto Pro keeps cars and sometimes their drivers young a long time.
Welcome to Bobby's Corner, where we work hard to provide the latest and greatest tackle products for our customers.
So let us reel you in with our one-on-one customer service and our unique quality Canadian-made gifts.
For 50 years, Bobby's Sport Shop has been Northwestern Ontario's most popular vacation destination for anglers, hunters,
And anybody else who stops in.
so come and visit Bobby's Corner on the Trans-Canada Highway in Vermilion Bay.
Talking about storage options and tackle boxes today, you know, one of my new favorite types of tackle boxes are these Guide Series waterproof boxes from Plano. And you can see they have really good latches, they're not going to break, and they've got a rubber seal that goes around. So no water is getting in this box. So I keep, you know, the big tackle boxes that we all kind of grew up with aren't as popular anymore. People still have those and they serve a good purpose for people that can fit all their stuff into one box. But for a lot of us that fish, you know, seriously, it's good to keep your different types of baits in these small boxes, because if you're going bass fishing, you don't need to bring all your lake trout spoons, and if you're going crappie fishing, you don't need your musky baits and so forth. So they make a variety of different sizes in these boxes, and these are just a few of them. There's a bunch more. You know, these little ones are nice to put all your jigs and hooks in, and they keep everything dry. The other good thing about them is they're heavy duty plastic too, so they're not going to crack and break on you real easy. They're tough boxes. They're a little bit more expensive, but for the amount of money that you can put into baits today, it's worth it to take care of them and keep them dry and keep the rust off them. So we're here for day 2 of the Bronzeback Classic here in Kenora, fishing on Lake of the Woods, and you can see it's going to be a beautiful day. This is why we get up early in the morning and do this stuff. Days like this make it really easy. So day 1 went pretty good. There was a lot of bass caught. The weights weren't super high, but a lot of fish were caught. August and I had a pretty decent day. We're in 7th place, 14.79. 15.2 pounds is leading, and good friend of mine, Kevin Medlin. You got 100 boats out on the water today, and everyone's going through a boat check right now. You can see the boats are getting checked. Everybody's live wells are getting checked. Make sure there's no fish in them, make sure they work. And you can see there's a lot of volunteers out here helping to make this happen. Mike Cousins here, long-time Kenora area tournament angler, and you're not fishing as many tournaments anymore, but you've won a bunch of them. You've got a lot of as good of history fishing around here as anybody. But why are you out helping out today? Doing some boat checks. You're out on the water, you know, keeping tabs on everybody.
Well, it's tournaments start to get to be a little bit more like work, and so we cut back a little bit, but it's still fun to be involved, and it's kind of like giving back a little bit.
Yeah.
We always, as you know, we can't do these without volunteers.
Boat 98. Fall in behind him.
I'm with Bob Stapleton. He owns J&B Tackle in Kenora. So you're a tackle store guy, but you also were the one that started the Bronzeback 7 years ago. Give us a little bit of history on the format of the tournament. It's unique, and about all the teams that come out and fish this weekend.
Yes, well, we got together a few of us like 7 years ago and thought that we should have get the kids involved and the families involved in this tournament. We came up with this idea. It's a fun weekend. That's what we get, kids involved, and it's a fun weekend.
And it shows, because the tournament sold out. 100 teams. This is unheard of. The tournament sold out in 5 hours. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. March 1st is the day. So if people want to get in next year, they better have something lined up.
And yes, we sold out in 5 hours. We were quite amazed. So 1st of March next year, I believe, is on a Saturday, and it will probably be quicker. It'll probably be camped on the doorstep overnight.
I got my beautiful partner here, August, and we're sitting pretty good. We got a good chance today to have a good finish. So what are you thinking? What's going to be the ticket for us?
I don't know. That's why you're driving the boat. We start again. I don't know.
We're sitting pretty good. We had a good start to the tournament yesterday. Are you excited to get back out there?
I am. It's a beautiful day today, thank goodness. Yesterday was a little bit chilly. Today's a lot warmer, and we had a really great day yesterday. We caught a ton of fish, and now we're just hoping that we can do that again, but get the right ones, bigger size.
Yeah, we did. We had our limit probably in about 10 minutes of fishing yesterday morning, only for 8 or 9 pounds, but it's really nice to get those 5 fish in the boat early and just start picking away on upgrading them. So sun's out today. Usually that's better on Lake of the Woods, and hopefully these smallmouths are going to bite for everybody today, and there's going to be lots of big fish brought in. So we're going to have fun, and we'll see what happens. We're going to do our best. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back with some more action at the Bronzeback Classic. If you want to see who wins the tournament, it's coming up next. Power Pro Super Slick 8 is smooth as silk and casts like a bullet. Enhanced body technology makes it thinner, stronger, smoother, and quieter. Use brown in the wood, green in the weeds, and yellow for high-vis fishing situations. Power Pro Super Slick, unleash the power with none of the noise.
Everything you'll need to keep your engine running this winter can be found right here at Devil's Gap Marina. They're full service and open all year round, so you can relax in the car and keep warm. Or not. All of those convenience store items with none of those convenience store prices. From snack foods to fishing lures, service with a smile, and the most affordable gas on the lake. Devil's Gap Marina, located at the end of Matheson Bay Road on beautiful Lake of the Woods.
Goodyear, chosen to get through tough winters. And the tire dealers you choose for great service trust Goodyear too. Their experience with winter tire care inspires the expert service they pass on to you. Goodyear, more driven.
Lund boats have been built for anglers by anglers since 1948, so they know what they're doing. I rely on them for all of my fishing, whether I'm in a tournament, guiding, or just going out for fun with my buddies. They have the best warranty in the business. You owe it to yourself to go check them out. Head down to your nearest Lund dealer. They'll be able to look after you. Good fishing.
On Fishing with Gussy, including in this episode, we spend a lot of time on Lake of the Woods and the chain of lakes that surround it. There are thousands of islands and miles of shorelines that exceed that of any Great Lake in North America. During the fur trade, it was much easier to travel by water than Ontario's dense bush. Les coureurs du bois, or rather traders who mostly worked with the Hudson's Bay Company, used Lake of the Woods as their main link to Western Canada. But how did this name come about, you might be wondering? Well, really by poor translation. The French traders mistook the Aboriginal words spoken to describe this water, and it was part of their ancestral land. The First Nations called it Minestic. In Ojibwe, this means Lake of the Islands. But since the Ojibwe words for islands and woods sound similar, the French called it Lac du Bois, which, in English, is Lake of the Woods.
Well, we're here at the day 2 weigh-in at the Bronzeback Classic. Here, dear. I'll get you to hold this open. And didn't exactly do as good as we wanted to today. We ended up getting 5, but yesterday we caught a lot of fish and, you know, just didn't, that one could be a little fatter. Today was a little tougher. Went to some different areas and had only 3 fish at 1 o'clock, so we were able to put 5 decent ones together. None of them are real big, but hopefully it'll be enough that we can at least win a little bit of money this weekend. But yeah, the great thing about this tournament is they pay the top 10 each day, so we won a little bit of money yesterday. We were in 7th place, and pressure was off, so we took a little bit of a gamble, fished some different areas today, and it didn't quite pay off as well as we would have liked. But August is going to haul those fish up there and get them weighed. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit better than we thought. We were guessing probably about 12 and a half or so, around there. So that's good. We're pretty pumped about that.
I'm here with the tournament champs. Congratulations, boys.
Thanks.
Yeah, so 2 days, two long days on Lake of the Woods. You guys ended up with a total of 29, just 29 and a half or so?
Yeah, something like
29 and a half pounds, and that got her done. So this has got to feel pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's a first time ever won anything, so it feels really good. I can tell you one thing, it's hard to win any of these tournaments around here, so enjoy it, and you know, that's a big accomplishment. There's a lot of good teams here, and you guys did well. You can see this event, lots of people came out. It's been a lot of fun all weekend, so next year on March 1st, if you want to get in this tournament, you better be ready to sign up because it's going to sell out fast. You know, across the Sunset Country region, we have the best open team tournaments, bass tournaments in North America when you consider all the different community-run events, and you know, we're really lucky. Our summer's short, but we can make the most of it if you like to fish tournaments. And if you live far away from Lake of the Woods or the Rainy Lake area, you can make a trip here in the summer, get in one of these tournaments. I guarantee you're going to have a lot of fun.
Fishing with Gussy proudly uses and is sponsored by Jackal Lures.